Robinson was the kid that
On this perimeter,
mm-hmm.
the Florida skill players, the corners and the wide receivers are so much bigger than the Georgia cornerbacks
Yeah.
and the wide receivers. All of them out there playing corner. Coach, they look like they're 5'8", 5'9".
Yeah. Yeah, the receivers are much because even Robinson over there, Robinson by 6'4". He's coming across the middle there, but it's out. That pass is incomplete.
Looks like they held them, Coach.
Well, they're going to try the field goal. Everybody got to get a chance, so we're going to try the kicker this time.
Let him get an opportunity.
Let get an opportunity. Everybody get an opportunity. Be interested to know how many colleges are here just to watch this game.
Because basically, if they're not here outside of us streaming, they were not going to have an opportunity to see it, Reggie.
Mm-hmm.
But in the All-Star game, it looks like you can't rush the kicker. At
No.
least you can't rush the extra point or field goal.
And it's good.
But you can rush the punt.
Yeah, you rush the punt.
And
That kicker's out of Gabi there, Aguirre. He's out of Gabi High School.
And the score is 10-0 with 1 minute remaining in the first quarter. Insight's High School Game of the Week. Special football edition. We'll be right back. You should have heard the guys, Reggie, they were talking about how cold they were, but they weren't going to let it show, so they were out there without any sleeves on. I said, You from Florida, man? You better know you cold. Coach, somebody might try to recruit me where it's cold. I got to act like it don't bother me.
Okay. Okay. Whatever motivates you.
Right. Be sick for the next 2 weeks, right?
Whatever motivates you.
I said, okay. I was down on the field talking to them. They're a funny group of guys, man. They just keep you young and sitting there laughing at them. They just have a real good outlook on life.
Yeah. And it's sad to know that, so it's a lot of colleges out there, but it's a lot of kids don't go to college to play football. And so a lot of them dreams, whatever they dreaming for years about playing college football will be shattered after this time here. And,
Oh, the hole.
And he's got room. The only thing, Aguirre's the only one can stop him at this point. So that may be the spark that the Georgia team needed.
They opened up a hole for him there, Coach.
Yeah.
Reggie, he came running through there, too.
Yeah, a kid out of Cairo, Cooper.
Yeah, they had a couple of explosive runners when we saw them earlier.
Mm-hmm. That was excellent blocking there. They had a good blocking scheme going then.
Maybe this gives them a little energy. Huh?
Yeah, got double backs back there, split backs, shotgun, and they're telling him to go mix direction, whatever way he want to go, I guess. Let's see what they're going to drum up here. Oh, bad snap. He gets on it.
That wasn't good. They're already beginning to negate the positive play from the special teams.
Mm-hmm.
And
Which one is the Lane kid? Which number is he out of Gabi?
Give me just a minute because I have him marked over here, number 34.
Okay, they have him down Leon, but he's at Gabi. I got him on this side.
Yeah, he was at Gabi. They do have him listed at Leon because he transferred.
Right.
Earl Holmes Jr. is out here somewhere.
Okay. There's offside on the Florida team. They're getting a little too aggressive, so that's going to move them up.
Coach, they're dominating that line, Reggie. They really weren't worried about losing that 5 yards.
Remember, they had a little momentum then. All it takes is a little momentum to change things in football.
Yeah, now that's true.
But it's still second down and about 13 to go. Florida team got some hitters on the team, at least I know that. That's the end of the first quarter there, man.
It's the end of the first quarter with Florida leading 10-0. And we're going to get through this break and come back and bring you up to date. Tell you what's going on. Because Florida right now dominating in sights. High school game of the week. All-Star edition. You got Mickey Clayton, the coach, and R.C. Reggie Cunningham,
yes, sir.
the legend.
Yes, sir.
That is he. We'll be right back. If I can keep Reggie from going to get these hot dogs.
I'm not going. I got a little diet thing going on.
And we're back. Coach, what do you think? The kids, Florida, South Georgia, they play a little early, not into January.
Mm-hmm.
They usually don't play with the weather like this. What effect is that having on them, if any?
This time of year?
Yeah, just for them playing in this weather like this, because they don't typically play.
I guess this past year the weather was pretty good, but sometime during that football games, I know when it used to be Shanks, we had to get the hot chocolate out. It just depends. It depends on the Lord at that time,
Reggie, y'all were just trying to use it as a fundraiser. It was 55 degrees and y'all were out there selling hot chocolate. Another bad snap. Now, was that a bad snap or he mishandled that?
No, that was a bad snap. It rolled out. It rolled out from the center. Everything to try to raise money, though, Mickey. It's 55 degrees. It's hot chocolate time, especially when you're outside.
Especially if you're in Florida.
That's fourth down. Brings up fourth down for the Georgia team. They're gonna punt.
Coach Ed, Reggie, they really don't have a choice. They have not shown the ability to do anything.
Yeah.
Their passing game is non-existent. I don't think they've completed anything for positive yards. And they lost 5 yards on this play.
Right.
On this series.
Yeah. You got 17, Sammy Smith out of John Paul, and number 1, Derek Staten out of Madison High back. That's that rug receiver.
They liable to block another one of his kicks.
Oh, he either going to take off.
Ooh,
Madison County run
on the fly there, wasn't
it? He called that on the fly.
Yeah, the punt team was running past the coverage, was running past the ball, and he saw that.
Right.
And catching it, he had 4 players going one direction. They had already passed the ball.
Right. That brings Florida 1st and 10 by the 32-yard line.
I just love the energy that coaching staff has Florida teams playing with.
Right.
They're playing like the game means something to them.
Well, one thing about it, coach can motivate you when all you got to do is say, look, it's going to be scouts in the stands looking at you, son. So, you want to go to school. So, that's all it takes.
So you better bring it up.
You better bring it. You better bring it. Well, he's lost on the play.
Yeah, nothing there that time.
No.
Nothing there that time. Say 2nd and long. Boy, they like saying that time. 2nd and long for Florida.
Yeah. The Georgia team starting to close up those holes over there.
I think I'd have to stand cold as it is, Coach Reggie. I couldn't be over here sitting on the bench. Oh, he's throwing it.
He's at the flop. He's got a man, though. That's number 8. They got Philando Lewis at number 8, but that's not Philando Lewis.
Got a flag down.
Got a flag on the play.
Back here on the 28. She got a holding, offside.
Huh? Yeah.
He was so open on that play. Reggie, he actually slowed down. I thought he underthrew him.
Yeah, he did underthrow. He's saying he kind of floated that ball a little bit. Let's see what he got here. Oh, that's against Alpha. Yep. It's going to back the Florida team up there.
How many yard penalty was that?
That was 10. That backed them up 10 yards. So we got trips on this press box side here.
Everybody wasn't trying to dress conservatively. Don't we have a long sleeve sweatshirt with a hood? that?
Screen on the play.
Screen. Ooh.
Yes, sir. He was there.
Oh, now that was a hit.
That was a hit. Johnny McKen out of Thomasville High School. That'll be 3rd and long for the Florida team.
And 2 years ago they were 2-9. I think this year they were 11-1, 11-2.
Thomasville
Turned it around.
Yeah.
Coach Grades, 2 years, turned it around. Made Thomasville Central finish 7-5. They released their coach.
Oh, you know that would do it.
Oh, that would do it.
Yeah, you have history of that at FAMU.
Oh, there you go.
I know it. I'm sorry.
We'd be all right with a 7-5. You might be able to be mayor if you get to be 7-5 at FAM nowadays.
Yeah.
What did we miss that call? Ooh, what's a 15-yarder there?
Yeah, that was 15 yards. I think it was a personal foul on that.
That wasn't helmet to helmet, was it?
No, it wasn't helmet to helmet.
Whoa.
Yeah, he's floating that out there for that receiver to get popped pretty good. But you know the problem then, Mick, is this receiver over here didn't do anything, so his man was waiting on the play. This receiver here should have took his man down the field if he was going to make that
pass.
Yeah,
run that route. He just stood there.
Yeah, like I say, the coaches hadn't had much time to go over different route plays, but you know, you're thinking some kids understand football.
And number one, as a receiver, you don't ever stand there.
Yeah, exactly. Because the scout standing and just see you standing there. Okay, what's the purpose? You know.
And question your basic knowledge of football. Okay. We might be changing momentum a little bit.
Yeah,
defense waking up.
Yeah, it's waking up. They think he fumbled the ball too.
Okay. I see him walking up the stands with some hot dogs.
No, I don't want any.
Reggie, it's only about 12 in that tray. Reggie, I see you looking at it, Reggie.
I'm looking. I see you. Don't want the hot dogs. Don't want the hot dog.
Reggie, some of them got chili on them.
No, chili and cheese.
Yeah, chili and cheese, just like you like. Just like you like.
We're going to stick to the diet. Short punt.
Short punt. Takes a Florida roll.
Yeah. Hopefully the Georgia team gets some momentum on offense here.
They need some. It's Insight's High School Game of the Week. We'll take a break and come right back. And we're back. And the no huddle.
So hopefully they got it together for the offense side of the ball. Georgia seemed like the defense picked up pretty good. Florida team is missing a player. Oh, he's running out now. But he's going to be late. They got all kind of stuff. Everybody's jumping now.
Now the commentary up here in the press box. And we know them, but so we won't call their names because as soon as we call their names, they say, "Oh yeah, we knew they would have said something." No, he didn't.
Well, the offense moved on the play, Mickey. The offense moved, so that's why the linebacker came over and finished it off. That 1st and 15 for the Georgia team.
And the defense was short a man going in.
Yeah, short a man going in.
He missed him running open down there.
But he got room on the sideline. He
tried to get down there.
It was too late.
It was too late.
It was too late.
Oh.
He's going to be short, but he's...
Did they make a quarterback change? Is that the same little guy?
That same guy.
I guess that passing wasn't working for him.
Yeah.
Passing wasn't working for him. So he took off and decided to run. That might have been a better move for them.
Yeah.
That was the longest offensive play of the game.
Yeah, it was about a 14-yard gain.
It was.
Yeah. Okay, they got a first down.
We said they momentum might be changing a little bit.
Yeah, seems like they're getting a little pep in the step on the offensive side of the ball.
They are.
One thing I know about the Florida team, they don't want to lose this game now. Florida kids don't want to lose.
I guess your cornerback down here thought he was going to be in red with the almost pink shirt underneath his jersey there and the blue jersey. Ooh.
In and around.
Good block.
Block. Good that block. Face mask, too.
Yeah. Well, the person who threw the flag was way on the other side of the field. Oh, they talking a little bit now.
It's going to pep up a little bit.
Oh. Get hit in your mouth a couple of times, you come to play.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's going to move about another 15 yards, I think.
Reggie, I think we can ready to have a football game now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to move them on down. Hopefully Georgia can.
Oh, Coach, that's down to 27.
Yeah. Yeah, 1st and 10 on the 27-yard line for the Georgia. Threatening to score. I'm going to say that. Threatening to score.
Threatening to score.
Threatening to score.
10:44 left in the second quarter. 10-0 Florida. It's slow getting off the field, making that substitution. Nice hole.
Nice hole. We got some extra activity going on down here.
That's what, 15, 20 yards off the ball there, isn't it?
15, 20 yards off it. Well, that's trash talking stars that get that going.
Oh, yeah.
That's what that is. That's trash talking, get it going.
Yeah, they got a little hot sauce in the water over there in that Gatorade. They got
gain about 6 on the play.
Yeah, we can ready to have a game now. We can ready to have a game. The defensive line has awakened. Or this offensive line has awakened.
They're going to stay in that power out backfield there.
They need to. That seems to be working for them now. Running it right up the gut.
Right up the gut. They gained about 3 on that one, so that'll bring up 3rd down. 3rd down and about 1 yard to go for the Georgia team.
Earlier, that was almost a laugher to be 3rd and 1, but now it's almost a, they're getting ready to make it. They really have shown their dominance now.
Yeah, that was number 1, Kobe Russell, number 1 from Pelham High School on those 2 carries. So brought in enough for some fresh legs on this 3rd down. It's bigger back. Cruz.
Ooh.
Gave that to the fullback. Didn't get anything. Matter of fact, a loss on the play.
They did better when they were using him as a blocker and running behind him.
Yeah. Got to bring up 4th down. 4th down and about 1.5 or 2 yards to go for them. They're going to stay on the field, though.
I was just getting ready to ask you, they going to let the field goal kicker try this?
No, they're going to stay on the field. He's got an eye, but I believe the quarterback going to keep this one. He's going to keep it. He's going to fake it. Timeout. They try to make him jump.
Try.
Yeah. Georgia team takes a timeout.
Insights High School Game of the Week. Follow us on Insights, INSIIGHTS, 2 eyes in the middle. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, our website. Follow this game and all other games that we've had over the last 2 years. You can always find out. You can take this information, student athletes, send it to someone that you're interested in seeing you play. Hopefully you maybe get a college scholarship out of it. If not, you got memories. Taking a break. We'll be back. Now they're warming the kicker up, I see over there, Reg.
Where he's warming up on which side?
Right here at the 30.
Oh, maybe they're going next time they may try it. I don't know.
You almost have to let the kickers try, wouldn't you? I'm just asking.
If you have one that can kick, you're the kicker, so we're going to let you kick. No, but in this case here, we're going to let him kick. We're going to let him kick. That's number 40. We're going to let him kick.
And they don't rush him.
No, he's going to take his time. That's Carl Blackmore out of Thomasville. Let's see what he can do. This is
Coach, he can kick him 47 yards.
Oh yeah, well he's good. Oh yeah, he could have did another.
Yeah. When you said where he was from, we had seen him. He kicked 147 yards during the season.
Okay, so they knew what they were doing.
Oh yeah.
That's good. Georgia gets on the board.
Georgia gets on the board, 10-3. Now they're only down one touchdown. Inside's High School Game of the Week. We'll be back for the kickoff.
Right.
And we're back. Soon as you called where he was from, instantly we were, oh man, he had them going crazy in Thomasville's facility when he kicked that. In fact, they were saying in the paper that it was a school record he had kicked it from.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that kid got a leg now.
He stayed out there for a while, yeah.
Yeah, he's just in here passing time because I'm sure he has a scholarship offer secured.
Oh yeah.
Be home, play an all-star game. Minimal chance of getting hurt as a kicker.
Right.
Unless they returning your kick, you out there trying to tackle. The Thomasville Star puts them on the board, 10-3, 8:48 left in the second quarter. And we were just in Thomasville the other night. We saw Thomasville High School and Pelham High play. Thomasville High with the #1 basketball player in the state of Georgia, Reggie Perry, going to Mississippi State. Thomasville has had a real strong basketball program, and they've been very, very supportive of Insights Sports. Principal and athletic director Chris Merritt make us feel right at home. Squib kick.
It's taken up by Kevin Sawyer. Yeah, Kevin Sawyer didn't want to get cold because he had his hoodie up.
See that's
had his hoodie up on. He's definitely from Florida, so he had his hoodie.
Had his hoodie on, which they'll snatch him by that hoodie if he ever break away now.
Hey, that's what you're supposed to do.
Oh boy, he got his hoodie on. Yeah. Man, Kevin said he wasn't gonna be cold. He had a couple very good games for Florida High this past year. Exciting breakaway running back.
Like we got a quarterback change here for the Florida team. This may be Brian Woodian from John Paul. In around by the Madison kid, Derek Staten from that slot back spot.
Yeah, Derek Staten's a pretty good kid too.
Yeah. Getting about 3 on the play, making up second down and 7 to go for the Florida team. So hopefully the Florida team can come back and answer that 3-yard field goal.
Yeah, Florida's going to have to respond to it right about now because otherwise, we have such a momentum change now. Georgia was pretty much dead the first quarter, but they have a lot of life going now.
Pass and catch, John Paul.
Nice soft touch. We found that soft spot in the zone, sat down.
Yeah, that's Robinson out of Garvey. Contavious Robinson.
I don't hear it. I don't hear it.
Yeah, Robinson on the catch.
I don't
And
hear Reggie.
But the new quarterback out of John Paul.
Okay.
John Paul is the new quarterback.
I don't hear him again. That was your Quincy running back then?
No, that was #1 out of Madison County. That was Staten on the carry. So on second down and about 9 to go for the Florida team. It's going to be interesting to see how the John Paul kids out of the smaller schools react to playing. You're talking about 6A with 6A, 4A schools. If you're an athlete, he's an athlete because he made that spin to get out of that
made
hole.
That spin move, huh?
But he was met by that linebacker there, but that's no gain on the play.
But you had a good point in terms of playing competition and stepping up from the bigger schools to see if it doesn't seem like that the stage is too much for them? It doesn't seem like it, but it's very true. I mean, these aren't the caliber talent that they play day to day.
Right. But if you're an athlete, you're going to step up to the plate because that's what you want to do. And by the time they practice a couple of times, they're ready to play with them.
Right.
And like I say, a lot of players when they were playing with Michael Jordan basketball, they were just average players. But by the time you play with Michael Jordan, you're above average.
He had a lot of time back there.
Yeah, and he can pass the ball too. I see that.
As a little guy.
Yeah. Samuel Smith on the catch. Yeah, gain about 5 on the play on that pass play.
Fourth down.
Yeah.
Georgia defense held again.
Well, Georgia may be getting ready to start something here.
Getting ready to start something.
What I noticed about the John Paul kid, he passed with accuracy. Woodin, Brian, yeah, he passed with some accuracy then because both passes was right on the money.
Seems to be a little bit more accurate than our quarter that we had to open up the game from Quincy. That ball hit off of it.
Yeah, that ball. Florida got it. It's got a crazy bounce, though. You wouldn't think it was going to bounce back.
Bounce right back and hit him off the chest.
Yeah.
6:10 left in the game. It's 10-3. No huddle. Florida stepping right up to the line. Trying to take a quick advantage of it. Georgia's defense had finally throttled Florida a little bit.
New quarterback in the game again. Well, it's the one that started the game. Defense. Georgia's defense is picking up now.
It has.
Georgia defense is picking up.
Now, is that more the players, or is that more an adjustment made by the defense?
I think that's more the players, more so than anything, because the same players are on the team on the field. You got one or two keep subbing in and out, but
Who's that at quarterback? Number 15, Rashawn McKay from Godby.
Yeah, he's back in. Coach Dondrell Pickens is the head coach. They got room to run there. Nice pass. Nice pass to Staten again out of Madison. Pass complete. That's going to bring them first and goal.
Staten's showing a lot of talents and skills out here.
Yeah. First, but it's a flag on the play, and he's a small guy. It looks small from here, Okay.
See, Florida's already played 3 quarterbacks. There's an instant replay on the Jumbotron over there.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
They played 3 quarterbacks.
Yeah, ineligible receiver downfield, so they're going to break that up. That's going to back them up.
And still, it has not been outside of some bad snaps. It hasn't been a badly executed game. I mean, we have a few penalties, but we've seen a lot worse during the regular season.
Oh, exactly. Did he catch it?
Touchdown.
That's a nice catch. He's an athlete.
Yeah.
He may be 5'5", 5'6", or 5'7". I don't know, but
who's that who caught it, Coach?
Number 1, Staten.
Number 1. He's been putting on a show.
Yeah. Number 1, Staten. That's Derek Staten out of Miami.
Out of Madison.
I'm sorry. Yeah, Coach Pinkins.
I was going to say that was a long commute to play for Madison from Miami.
I know. Yeah.
It's good. 17-3. 5:03 left in the second quarter until halftime. It's Insight's High School Game of the Week. Sponsored by WCTV2 and Cumulus Radio. We'll be right back.
How's it with the basketball? In the gym, I noticed you said earlier about the noise and cheering, the popcorn going, and the noise and everything's there echoing right there.
We're still trying to get it under control a little bit. Okay. I like the crowd, but sometimes it's too much, and it gets lost in the text. And it depends too on where we're broadcasting from. Godby, we're a little bit away. We're sitting up top.
Right.
Ricketts, we're right in the middle.
Yeah.
It just kind of depends on which facility you're shooting it from. Mm-hmm. Thomasville, we're up top.
Okay.
You know. If I'm in the band, Reggie, I got to play the whole time.
You're gonna have to do something.
Yeah, I got. Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's supposed to get down to 30s tonight, so tomorrow's supposed to be a nice day tomorrow.
Well, it can get down to 20 below if it want to. I'll be inside. Won't affect me. None, zero. That's like rain. With raining and stuff, you all go and stay inside. And we got that kickoff.
The Swift kick or something. Almost.
Now, that wasn't intentional, was it, Reggie?
I don't know. I thought he went at the ball. Because you go at the ball, it went past 10 yards. So I don't know what's.
Reggie, did he almost miss the ball?
Reggie. If you're not accustomed to catching the ball up there, you're going to miss that ball. You got to be accustomed to catching that ball up there now. You're supposed to be up there to block.
Oh, that was a little different there.
Yeah. We're going to go back to this eye backfield and hopefully get some positive out this.
I think what Georgia's doing is they're going to play each quarterback a half.
Oh, okay.
Florida's been through 3 of them. But I think Georgia only has 2.
No gain on that play.
No gain. Treon Patrick, number 13 from Godby, is fussing a little bit about what he thought was a extended block here by number 3, Tyler Knuckles from Thomasville. Put his hands up, turned to look, tried to draw attention to it, to the referees.
Had a hole there.
Didn't he?
They had a hole. Gain about 7 on that play, or 6 on that play. Don't bring up third down and about 4 to go for the first down for the Georgia, so it'll be 3rd and 4.
Running back from Lee County.
Yeah.
Nico Cruz. Running backs from Georgia get lost over there behind them.
Yeah. That's a timeout, man.
We got a timeout. Insights High School Game of the Week. All-Star Edition. We'll be back.
See, they have quite a few of the Pelham High School coaches here. Head coach Dondrell Pinkins. Then you have the assistant coach Peyton Dixon. Wide receivers, tight end coaches Daniel Dorsey and Jesse Akins. Running back coach out of Seminole High School is Wes Williams. Offensive line and tight ends coaches Justin Palmer out of Bainbridge High School and Bill Wilhelm out of Thomas County Central High School. Then you got defensive coordinator David Johnson out of Cairo High School. Darrell Jones, linebackers coach out of Thomas County Central High School. Defensive line Anthony Brown out of Pelham High. And corners coach Randy Grace out of Bakerton High School. And J.J. Cooper is a safeties coach out of Cairo High School. And Jason Blair, special teams out of Pelham High School. So they have a mixture of the coaches here on this Georgia sideline here.
What's the advantage of coaching in this game, Reggie?
Well, it's basically get your kids exposure. If you're coaching high school basketball, everybody want to be a part of having exposure and having some type of hand on a kid, an opportunity for kids to be able to continue to play. Because this is the only time football players continue to play. Because it's not too much age. They're starting this 7-on-7 thing going on during the summer, but strictly, basketball run AAU, all these other sports. But football, is luckily it's 7-on-7. But Miami, Fort Lauderdale, they've been doing that for years.
Right.
Oh, we got short pass, intercepted.
Badly underthrown.
Yeah. Patrick from Godby. Patrick from Godby. He's still.
Oh, he ran. Oh, he almost ran out of that tackle there. But that was badly underthrown there.
The receiver had him beat. He had steps on him, but he had to come back and
Now, see, a good performance will help you, but it'll also uncover your weaknesses.
Right. Right.
He does a lot better at quarterback when he puts it under his arm, takes off, goes down the field.
Right. Right.
He was open.
Right.
I mean,
It's a penalty against the Florida. That's a personal foul.
that's about the third personal foul we had on the Florida team.
Yeah.
Who do we have back at quarterback this time? That looks like Rashawn McKay, isn't it?
No, he's still 15 is still out there for Florida.
Okay, that's McKay from Godby.
Yeah.
Corey had them running a lot last year.
Yeah. Corey believe in pounding the ball.
Okay.
He believe in pounding the ball first. That's number 6. Jamel Chin from Cairo. On that interception then. Chin on they got it right back. No, that's not Chin. That's
number 5 there.
I can't,
That's Tyrance Dewberry.
Dewberry. Where he's out of?
Lee County.
Lee County High.
I was hoping I could see the instant replay on that because he actually looked like he just flicked his wrist and threw that about 35, 40 yards.
Yeah.
He didn't see that corner.
You didn't see him.
Yeah, safety. He didn't see him, but he
him.
just flicked his wrist. He threw that a lot further and quicker than I thought.
Let's see what the Valdosta quarterback going to do this time. Number 75 was right there waiting on him. Nice play. That's Gainus out of Lincoln. Kamari.
Played for Quinn Gray last year.
Yeah.
They just, I don't know. They just said they're having trouble getting their plays in with the no huddle.
They didn't flag that one? No.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't.
Well, it was intended for Cameron Hills out of Westover. It was intended for him, but it was broken up by the Florida cornerback.
You look on the Florida sideline over there in the stands, it's no movement. It's like they're frozen in a spot. It's no movement. Oh, it look like you're looking at a picture. Oh. Same play. The miscommunication there. Yeah, Hunter Holt looked like he thought one thing and his receiver saw something else.
Yeah. Well, we got 2 minutes and 39 seconds before the half. That's going to give the Florida team another chance, another opportunity to put some points on the board.
Georgia needed to eat some time off the clock there. 2 minutes is enough time for Florida to come down and get another score.
Yeah, Georgia got to figure out how to move the ball the second half and going into the second half to be able to capitalize on something to see what other quarterback they're going to bring out.
They changed the punter. A more traditional kicker.
Yeah.
The Insights High School Game of the Week. We'll be right back. I think your kicker got tired of hearing you talk about it, Reggie.
Well, I didn't talk about him bad. You know, I just I didn't talk about him.
Oh. The first time he did it, I was with you. I thought he was getting ready to run on the first time I saw it.
Yeah. I thought he should have ran it the first time.
Coach, I think they're just going to run this out.
Yeah, that was Granberry on the carry there. He didn't get any yards out of that play. Matter of fact, he's lost on the play.
He did. Clock still moving. 2:15, 2:14. I think they'll feel comfortable going in with a 17-3 lead at halftime.
But this is an all-star game, so you got to air it out. Everything's good.
No, you know what?
You got to air it out.
When you say that, you're right.
Yeah, this is not your regular season where you're just trying. You got to go and let the kids play and air the ball out. Let's see the receivers. Let's see the corners. Let's see the arms of the quarterback.
You're right, Reggie. You're right.
That's how an all-star should go.
I stand corrected, and they heard you.
Yeah.
Now, where's he throwing it to? He threw it, but
he was intended for Malcolm Wallace out of FAMU DRS. Yeah.
Okay, we had them earlier in the year as well. We had them at Bragg Stadium when they played Weewa Hitchka.
Yeah.
And Weewa Hitchka put the hits to him too, boy. Now the clock stopped. You know, Georgia could get this ball back.
They could right now. What they're
doing
what they're supposed to do right now, airing it out. That's fourth down. He tried to do a one-hander, but that safety was standing there, so they're gonna have to punt the ball. So,
and they got 1:38 left in the half. Now, the other side of it, they have not shown the ability to really move the ball.
Which one? Georgia.
Georgia hasn't, but at least they have the opportunity. Ready.
Yeah, they have the opportunity to move.
Now they're getting ready to get it back, and it looks like they might get it back probably around the 50.
Yeah,
which is pretty much. I think they came out ahead in this field exchange. We'll see how this punt goes.
But they're coming at him. So they didn't.
Short.
Better than 50.
Right. Wow. Was that the 38 or the 39?
39-yard line to bring up 1st and 10 for the Georgia team with 1:30 to go before the half.
I think that works to their advantage. They might be able to get something in. You know, this is that kicker from Thomasville.
Well, that's true. But
1 first down, and they're in his range.
Well, in his range, but they're only going to give him 3 points. So they got good 17 to go.
Hey, that 3 beats 0.
Yeah, the 3 on the board now beats 0. 6 may look better. And Mickey, I bet you they have hot chocolate down there.
Oh.
That's incomplete. Blocked by that DN there.
All they need is 1. He actually operates better out of the shotgun.
Out of shotgun, yeah.
No, not knowing how big his line is, but looking at him, I'm just wondering, you know, if he's having a little difficulty seeing.
Yeah.
You would think they would roll him out a little bit. He's doing a good job blocking there.
Oh, he's open. He had him gone.
He sure did.
Yeah, he had him open for a touchdown then. Oh yeah.
He ran by the corner like the corner didn't even know he was going by.
Right.
And we got a time out by Georgia in sights. High school game of the week. We'll be back after this timeout. Now you got something going now, Reggie. You got who would have thought the ball might possibly change hands 3 times in 2 minutes?
Yeah.
It's going to change hands again.
Yeah. It's 3rd down. They supposed to be airing it out now.
Minute 18 left. Minute 18 left.
I wish they'd do a little more short, crisp passes and let the receiver see what the receiver's going to do after the catch.
Okay. What I want them to do is get about 5 yards and let my kicker kick the ball again. All-star game. Let him see. Let him show. The sideline over here on our left, both sides are getting a lot of family and friends inside on the infield. What do you see getting ready to happen now, Reggie?
Going to pass, but going to shorten some of these routes up though. Trying to move the ball, get first downs, and instead of these long passes, they don't need the long passes now. Going to get, but this is going to be a first down here. Short pass, boom. D-line got him. 48 got him.
Trouble seeing over the top.
Mm-hmm. Austin Hall from St. John Paul. On the side. On the, I guess on this almost sack. I'll put it that way.
Say almost.
Almost.
So it looks like they're going for it.
Fourth down, yeah, might as well. Might as well.
I wanted them to put the kick in.
Oh.
Where's the clock? No, the game clock. Play clock. He better run.
He got it.
They sure did.
Demar Gaines again out of Lincoln High School.
Ah. I thought you got a blue Ford Escape. They say you're blocking multiple people in.
No, I can't. Blue Ford Escape. I don't see I can block multiple people in. Blue Ford Escape. An escape.
You don't see that out.
No, maybe I'd be able to block a motorcycle in, but I can't see multiple vehicles in.
Multiple vehicles.
Yeah, that's what the announcer said.
Oh,
so you
yes,
need to go get your car.
Your blue Ford Escape. Still have a minute and 4 seconds. This has been a long 2 minutes. He turned that corner and ducked that time. Run out of bounds. 17-3, Florida. 58.7 seconds left in this half. I wonder where they're taking them at halftime, because this is a long walk back over there to the locker room.
Well, over to the gym?
Oh, yes. It's past the building and the scoreboard.
Yeah.
I think they have to go almost to Westover High School in Albany to change.
Come on, get it up.
Yeah, he bounced that one in.
Yeah. We may have another change of possession.
Not another one. Oh. Not another one. Well, you were the one who wanted them to go on and air it out.
Well, yeah, I did, but I thought he was going to make some passes, though. Catch and run, catch and run, catch and run. Short passes, catch and run.
Didn't that one bounce to him again?
That's it. First down. First down. Nice. Nice pass.
It was.
Dayton Johnson out of Lincoln on that catch.
Another one of those big Florida receivers.
Did the Lincoln quarterback come and play here? You don't know?
He's not here today.
Okay, because he brings excitement.
You like him?
He's mobile. Yeah. He pretty much gave Gabi. Now, here we go. That's it. That's dive. Oh. Off the fingertips.
Off the fingertips.
Off the fingertips.
He had another 5 yards to go to get that on his fingertips. Off the fingertips.
I gave
you talking about the pass was off his fingertips? I know you weren't talking about the reception.
I was talking about the reception. By the time I look past the pole here, okay, off the fingertips.
You know, Georgia Thomasville has a quarterback you like. Did you do any of the Thomasville games?
I didn't do the Thomasville games, yeah.
Okay. They got a kid who kept getting better, 6'2", 6'3" quarterback. They worked a lot with him.
There we go.
Uh-oh. Missed that first block.
That stops the clock, though. Okay. 20 seconds to go.
That receiver missed the first block. It'd have sprung him for another 10, 15 yards. I think they do a lot of stuff. I think you guys getting tired, Reggie.
Yeah.
I see substitutions we
well,
make.
you know they have to substitute. You got 7-5 guys. They're going to have to get guys in. 20 seconds to go before the half, yeah.
17-3, ball in play.
Got it.
Did he come back? He came back and caught it.
He got it right at the 2-yard line.
That was a good one there.
Yes.
That's your boy Stanton Johnson from Lincoln again, isn't it?
Stanton Johnson from Lincoln.
They're not in any hurry to get this ball in. Look at the clock. Now they call timeout.
Yeah. Actually, if he would have came back stronger, he could have caught that ball and ran on into the end zone. But he came back kind of lazy. So.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
In fact, Georgia took the timeout.
Georgia took the timeout?
Yeah. Why did Georgia take the timeout?
I don't know. I didn't think maybe they thought they needed to get some defense. They were going to run a play right quick.
The clock was getting ready to go out. Florida was in no hurry to hike this ball.
I don't think they gave him enough time to come down the field, though. A long pass like that, you just can't spot the ball.
Now, that's exactly what they did, Reggie.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they did.
Yeah.
You got a 17-3 score here.
Seems like Georgia have a little more beef out there now.
Yeah, they put the all barbecue team in.
Yeah, that's a nice looking front there. Yeah, excuse me.
And what is Florida getting ready to run now, Reg?
Oh, the quarterback keeper. He's going to roll out to the left. He got trips on the way. He's going to roll out to the left because he can't. It's going to have to be a pass. Can't be a run. Oh, slant, quick slant. Oh, incomplete.
Off the face mask.
Intended for Staten. He could do that again. That took off. Maybe to get two of those.
You said maybe two of them?
Two of them. Can get two of them. Should be able to get two of them. It's got to be quick, just like that. And the clock keeper's gonna have to be quick like that as well.
We're in Georgia now. It's might be real quick.
Yeah.
This is the last play here.
That's the last play. That's it.
Yeah. You call that one, and that ends the half. We got a 17-3 lead for the Florida team. All stars from Florida. Some of them jogging down the field now. They're getting ready to make a little journey over here to try to get some rest. Some of them haven't run this fast the whole game, trying to get out the cold. The Georgia kids are anyway. Florida kids are walking. This is Insights High School Game of the Week. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
Camera.
Oh, Robbie Clays.
Let me have a seat right here,
All right.
Just get your camera. Or get some pictures. With us at halftime, we have one of the organizers of this event. They divide this thing up pretty good. They're so thorough. You got a Florida section. You got a Georgia section. You got a West Palm Beach section. You got another section in Puerto Rico. They just expanding everywhere. Please introduce yourself to everybody and tell them exactly just a small portion of what you do.
Well, thank you, man. My name is Robbie Cleese. This is our 10th year running this. My partner is Mike Gammons, and we're ex-coaches and referees, and that's how this thing got together. We wanted to we just knew that there was a void there from the very largest all-star games where you know your blue chippers that sign early and stuff, they're off doing that. But there wasn't anything for that next level kid that's a college player but needs to be represented locally. And so it was just on our hearts, and we it's a blessing. If one or two kids out of this game ends up getting picked up by a college, we consider that a success. And we're just we're thrilled to be here. We're thrilled to have y'all, and we thank you. for that too.
Oh, well, thank you. You know, your mission statement is very similar to ours in terms of trying to provide opportunities for these kids.
Right.
And the more of these student athletes that we can get in school, the better. And especially for them to be able to participate in the sport that they love to play.
That's exactly right.
Tell us about some of the success stories. We've heard a lot of them, but share them with everybody.
Absolutely. We have, like I said, this is our 10th year. Every year we always have 3 or 4 boys that get picked up for this game. But the last couple years, we've had probably, I'm probably not exaggerating to say that we're into the 15, 20 player that has had a chance to get picked up. And it has a lot to do with local programs around here. Valdosta State, West Florida, West Florida's a newer program. Valdosta State's local. They're starting to see some of the talent that we're bringing to this. And we're a Christian organization, so we're very proud to be able to serve these boys and give them one more chance to get a look. Because let me tell you, there's not a kid on this field out here right now that doesn't appreciate this and it's not out there trying hard. You won't find a kid with attitude out here, and it's a pleasure to be here. It really is.
In my short time with them, when you were doing pictures and interacting with them, I mean, they're a personable, energetic, good group of young men. I mean, they didn't know me from Adam, but we were interacting with them, talking with them. They were laughing and joking. And
yes, sir. And they're very respectful, weren't they?
They really were.
I tell you, and this year, even more, the group of boys I've had to deal with all week, I've been bragging on them all week. It's been a real pleasure. It really has.
Well, share with the viewing audience, the listening audience, the live stream audience, share with us a little bit about your next few games. I understand you do 2 or 3 of these.
We do.
In the series.
This is actually the second one.
Okay.
First one was last week in Valdosta. It's the Valdosta area, the central part of Georgia, against the central part of the state of Florida, Gainesville, Stark, that area. We do our last game is February 10th. It's in Folston, Georgia, and it's against Jacksonville, Florida. And the reason why we do 3 is because we realize that state of Florida and state of Georgia has so much talent. You just can't combine them into one ball game. You just cannot. Mm-hmm. So we do 3 and we space them out, and that's where we came up with War of the Border, because we just do the border all the way down the state.
Oh, that's really great.
So,
about how many college coaches do you have come to your series
well,
of
I
games?
can tell you right now, on the field right now, there's probably 7 or 8 out there right now.
Okay.
And so it's really grabbing a lot of attention. We have a great following D2 schools, D3 schools. Because of recruiting, when they're able to recruit, D1 schools can only come certain times.
Right.
But this is open house for a lot of these other levels. So they're out here and they're talking. And I tell you what we do is we let them come to practice all week long. We let them pull the kid away anytime they need to, and even during the game, if you need to talk to them, you talk to them, because it's about that first. We're getting a good following there too.
Oh, that's great. We hope that in some small way Insights will be able to be of assistance.
Yes, sir.
Once we televise it, we will have the game on our website and on YouTube, so we'll send the link to you, and you can distribute it to the kids who are in the program. They can send it to any college coach that they would like to, and if it helps them get in, we're just like you. If it helps somebody get in, that's right. I mean, that's a blessing in itself.
Even if it's one guy out there,
if you can save one.
Yeah, that's exactly
and
right.
We all know the Brandon Doe story. And you sit there, and a lot of times you try to help somebody, and you can't. They slip through the cracks. And it bothers all of us. If we lose one, it affects every one of us.
Exactly
So
right.
we stay on it, and we keep working them and talking to them and try to keep them involved and just provide them that opportunity.
And I wanted to mention also that there's not a boy in this game from both sides, Georgia and Florida, that wasn't nominated by their coach. That's how we get them. We don't go out and recruit these guys. We don't, listen to, the who's who on what's going on. We go to the coaches and say, we want the boy that you think deserves a chance to prove that he can go on. And even if he doesn't go on, honor him as a all-star his last ball game. And I think that's the reason why you see such good quality guys out here.
Well, that's one reason, but the other main reason is the leadership of the organization.
Yes, sir. Well,
And just having known you for a long time and the type of man you are and how committed you are to them, I was not surprised to see you sitting in when I walked in. I was like, that's
it was good
that's
to
a
see you
fit.
too come in, yeah. And I tell you what, I have a feeling that we're going to be working together a lot. So.
And we are so hopeful of that. I
Yeah.
mean, one of the biggest things that we try to do is put good people with good people.
Wow.
And if you do that, positive things have to happen.
Yes,
And
sir.
at the crux of everything that you're doing and what we're trying to do is get these kids a chance, try to put them where they have good role models, where they can continue to try to be more productive citizens in their community,
That's
make
exactly right.
everybody proud. Now, I'm sorry, please, go ahead.
Well, I was
No,
going to
please.
tell you what's great is because we have been doing this for 10 years. We have players that played in our first 2 seasons. They're actually coaches out here now.
Well,
And that's pretty cool because now they're saying they're saying, look, I know firsthand on how this helped me, so there's all kinds of avenues that this could help young men. They might not always play, but several of them are in coaching now. So
and if they don't play, this is a great way to wrap up this senior
yes,
year.
sir.
And I saw that in your mission statement,
Yeah.
so it wasn't a Mickey Clayton original. I read that in what you wrote, which really kind of touched me a little bit.
Well, thank you.
And as we get ready for next year, we also have footage that we could use to help you promote it. And as we get closer next year, that theme of former players who are now back coaching would be something that I would love for us to do a feature on
That would be
next
fantastic.
year, leading into it.
We'll get together and we'll try to arrange that.
We will arrange it.
Yep.
And like I said, we're looking at the Florida team, and we looked over your roster. We had almost 85% of your roster appeared on an Insights High School Game of the Week.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Almost
Yes.
85% of your roster. So for college coaches who are listening, if you see a young man that's on that roster, go to Insights, INSIIGHTS. Their game is up there. You can watch the game in its entirety. It will allow you to have a better opportunity to recruit this young man.
Absolutely.
And give them a chance at playing and continuing to get their education.
Absolutely.
I hate I didn't get Mike, but I'm glad that I got you.
Well, Mike would have. He's out here doing the Pee Wee football at halftime. So he told me he goes, brother, just go up there and say a good word for me. So
Robbie, I'm gonna cut you off because you scared me. The cheerleaders are out there, and you pointed on the field, and I thought you were gonna tell me that Mike was out there with your cheerleaders. So we were getting ready to cut this interview and run down and take that.
Hey, we won't go there. We won't go there with that. But I love my brother, and he's out there trying to. He's got probably 30 or 40 little kids about 8 years old, so he's got his hands full right now. So, but
I love that.
You.
I mean, we did the Capital City basketball tournament, and Congressman Lawson's sister had the little crew out there cleaning up the floor and spills, and we said she was giving them Skittles because they were going out there so quick, and they were so excited to do it. But these are things that little kids remember.
That's right.
That they were here. They were at the water border. They were on the field. They were doing things. And anytime you could leave something with them that will help inspire them is 150% positive.
Hey, Lord willing, we're doing this so when they get to that age, they're there. So
and
that's what I'm hoping
somebody you're going to have is going to say, I was out there when you did such and such and such. And you're going to sit there and just smile and see that was something that they really meant something to them.
It makes it worth it right there.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you. No, thank you.
Yeah.
And we're going to do some more things and we're going to talk.
Absolutely.
All right. Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you, buddy.
Get a picture of us, please. No. Whoop. When you're my size, that's what big boys do. That's why I called it the barbecue team. Well, good. Good. I see you on the sideline, Coach. Go ahead, hello, we still here. We good there? Okay. Oh, I got the legend, Coach Ira Reynolds, FAMU High. And last time I saw him, he was walking on the Ricketts bench over there, sideline. And if you didn't know him, you wouldn't know him. And he's gotten real health conscious. He's about half the size he used to be. He's a $105 now.
Oh.
Like he's trying to be a running back, you know.
Yeah, I'll be running back to the bench because there's no way I'll do the stuff these guys are doing.
Coach Reynolds, how you feeling today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm great. I heard y'all speak about the fact that you had actually been one of the original coaches doing this.
Yes, Robbie Cleese and the guys they put it together, Mike Gannon, and they asked me to be the coach. I said, yeah, these great group of guys, I'll be glad to do it. I was much younger then, but yeah.
And now when you come back, how you feel when you come back to help start it and see how it's doing now?
Man, it is. They did an awesome job with it. In fact, they're doing multiple sites, but this is the first one here, and great participation. Both teams are filled with a bunch of athletes, and I think it's a great thing for guys to have another opportunity to get seen by other coaches. And if not, you had a great season, and you end up playing an all-star game.
Who would have thought that it was this much talent that you could field all-star games in multiple sites within maybe a 150-mile radius, that you would have almost 300 kids participating?
Well, you know, one of the things in South Georgia and North Florida, there's a bed of athletes everywhere you go. It's hardly, you can go to any city and not find D1, D2, D3 players all on one team. So you figure in the state of Florida, there are 500 and some member schools in the state, and you can go to any city or either of those schools and you can find potential scholarship athletes.
And how do you feel? Coach, you've been around so long and you have so many kids that have gone on and done well. And share with us what it means to you to see some of these kids come back, and particularly some of them that you might have had problems with. They were hard-headed, not calling Johnny Cofield name or anything, but might have been a little hard and come back and really grown up and mature. What's that do for you, Coach?
Well, those are the ones that give me the greatest gratification. You know, society said you're not going to be anything, you're not going to make anything out of yourself, and I thank God for the opportunity to coach the sport I love deeply, and I thank the parents for allowing me an opportunity to work with their children. The ones that do the right thing, classroom, off the field, they're going to make it. They got a really good chance. But I'm more concerned about the ones that have the troubled background, don't have the parental support that they should have as children, and able to work with those kids to help them turn out to be productive citizens.
And that's something that you've always kind of taken pride in, Coach, to be able to identify and talk with the various diversified students that you have, to be able to relate to each one of them. That's a gift.
Amen. It is. It's a gift that God gave me, and that's why I'm able to have done well with the help of my assistant coaches and administrators. But the one thing, they talk about the state championships, and that's great, but my biggest, if I had to have a claim to fame, was the year we won state. It wasn't so much winning, is that we had 32 guys, and 21 of them had a 3.0 or better. Those guys are the ones that had the disciplines early enough, and I didn't have to do anything extra. But it's the ones that hugged around that 2.0, 2.1, those the ones I really had to work hard for to help get in school. So, that was a great year, having players from one extreme, the academic level, to the next, and was able to fill the gap for all of them. That was a great feeling for me.
Well, Coach, not putting you on the spot, and you don't have to name a name, but you ever have a kid that you just really tugged at your heartstring that you still wonder what happened to him? Could you share the story without sharing the name?
I most certainly will. There was one particular young man. It's my first year coaching, and this young man was in trouble before I got there, and there was something that lit up in me once I just talked to him the first time. And I said to myself and Cofield, and I said, I'm not going to give up on this kid. Don't matter what he does, I'm not going to give up. yeah, I will suspend them if he does something, he break a rule, but I'm not going to kick him off the team.
Right.
And that young man has turned out extremely well.
Okay.
He's my first player to get a scholarship. He's gone on to have done great things. He took advantage of the free education, got him a degree, and has a family. In fact, he got married, and I was able to go be a part of that. That's the reason for the season for football, coaching a sport. Any coach, you've done it for many, many years, and I'm positive you touched just as many or more lives than I have. But coaching is probably the one sport that's substitute for parents. Yeah, so I'm telling you, it just does my heart great to see them first graduate from high school to go to college, first of all, and then they graduate. Certainly, that's the pinnacle of it all to me.
Well, Coach, we appreciate you sharing that with us. Now, as you look at this game, is the Georgia team out of this? Do they have a chance to come back?
Yes, they do. You can never cut out Georgia. There are some guys that are on Georgia team. I won't call their names right now because I'm from Florida, but I know those guys are good players. And sometimes a game like this, you only work with them a week, 4 days really. And then I'm sure that Georgia coach went inside, assessed the situation, and said, you know what, this group is not going to do it. Let me mix this up a little bit. And this guy that can toe the line for us and make big plays, and then you get them excited about playing. Say, we're going to do something different this half, guys. We're going to come out there. We're going to be more aggressive, and we're going to execute better. Give them some hope, and they'll come out and produce. They're great players on the Georgia side.
They really are. We were just telling them we probably had 75-80% of the Florida kids have been on our high school, Insights High School Game of the Week, and a good 20 to 25 on the Georgia team. So we know that there's a lot of talent there, and we've just been blessed to be able to show them and bring them to the people to see. And, Coach, I appreciate you as the legend that you are, taking a few minutes to talk to us at halftime. And I'm glad you're over there with Johnny Cofield because he needs you to be around to help him because he needs all the help he can get.
Keep him on the straight and narrow.
That's right. Keep him on the straight and narrow.
All right, thanks a lot, man.
No, thank you, Coach.
All right. God bless you.
I don't know why you keep wanting to bring up Johnny Cofield, man. See, there you go. And I was about to apologize for talking about it. Now I wish I said more. That Johnny Cofield. Let me tell you about him. I had Claudia Farmer on the girls' game last night, and I started to say something. She said, Coach, don't tell that story. Don't tell that story. I said, don't tell that one. That was a heck of a game, wasn't it? You know, boy, I think this is a nice way to do this. All right, I don't know where Mr. Cunningham is. He's going to be late to start the second half like he was late to start the game. He's probably down there trying to find that chili dog. He likes to get them in triplicates. He likes to get trips to the right, trips in the right hand. That's what he likes to do. He got chili and cheese on it, boy. We have to find him. He used to spill stuff on his shirt all the time. We used to work with him. That's that Cookman graduate. We got to give him a little extra help. Oh, there you go. Reggie. Welcome back. We got hot chocolate. Oh.
Okay.
I think they put a little bit more time on the clock there.
Yeah, they put a minute on there. Get the players on the sideline.
We had a pretty good interview there with Coach Reynolds and, found out some more. Robbie talked a little bit more. They've been doing this 10 years.
Oh, yeah?
10 years. And they had the game in Valdosta earlier.
Oh, okay.
And see, that's, again, we just need to know so we can help support it.
Right.
Let people know what's going on.
Right. Did they say why they don't have one of the games down in Florida?
I started to ask him, but he started talking about something else, and it left my mind.
Yeah.
And I
because
said
if all the games you come about Valdosta and then over Jacksonville, all of them up in Georgia, is a reason for that, you know.
And that's a good question. You know, the way, and you in athletic administration, the way things go from state to state in terms of utilizing the facilities is a little special.
Right.
You know, it's not the same everywhere.
Yeah. Well, that's true. Yeah, you have to have some tie-in with something. So, you know, as much as people try to help the student athletes in Florida, I think they probably would open it up to let something take place. But, you know, and we know insurance have to be some type of form of liability have to be involved in as well. You know, waivers have to be signed.
Right.
So Georgia going to get the ball start this second half, and hopefully they went up in the halftime and talked about a strategy. So let's see what the Georgia players come out with.
Yeah, they're going to need to do a little bit of something to get back in this one.
Another one of those crazy kicks. But that fella got it, man. The Georgia player got it. So they're going to get good field position on this starting off.
And is that sound okay? Because I can't hear. Can you hear me through the ear? I can't hear him through my headset. So I'm hoping that we're good, but I can't hear Reggie at all.
Okay, it'll be 1st and 10 for the Georgia team on the 41-yard line. 46-yard line.
Decent field position again. We got the same quarterback.
Yeah, same quarterback. I guess we know.
Oh, that's a different. Oh yeah.
That's
Oh
12.
yeah. That little quickness in
Yeah.
it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's number 12, Joshua Jones, out of Thomasville High School. Joshua Jones, that's a gain of about 40 yards on the play.
It was. B. No. They got a little bit more going that time.
Yeah, 1st and 10 for the Georgia team. Number 17, Jones got a little more pep in his step.
He does. We were sitting there saying that was the same quarterback, and see it all. Johnny Cofield was hollering, "Oh no, that's a different quarterback."
Yeah. Yeah, that's a loss on the play.
And they talking a little smack.
Yeah, it's gonna get a little edgy here. They lost about 3 yards on the play for the Georgia team.
Okay.
That's gonna back them up to about the 25-yard line.
We're in good shape now. We over here on this Georgia side, these people standing up.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Yeah. Nice pick. Nice try for that on that cornerback there.
Yeah, he jumped that route, didn't
Yeah, he did jumped it.
Good thing he had a little velocity on it, or we'd have still been watching him run the other way.
You think that quarterback was on the sideline the whole time?
He was. It was only 2 quarterbacks.
No, they had to call him in. They had to call this one in. Yeah.
I said they called him at the
They
house.
said, look here, you need to come on. He's right in Thomasville anyway.
Wait a minute,
Yeah.
that's a different quarterback, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a different quarterback. Yeah.
I mean, just from a minute ago. What the heck? Now that was Hunter Holmes
That's
back
Holt
in there.
back there. Yeah, that's Holt back in that end. Yeah, that was Holt back in there.
I think they are thinking this, Coach.
Huh?
Reggie, I think they just out thinking this a little bit. They had a guy moving the
Joshua
ball.
Jones. Where's 12?
There he is, 13.
Hmm?
No, Joshua Jones is 12.
They're going to try this field goal here. This is going to be almost about a 45-yard field goal.
Oh, that's the kid from Thomasville, Coach.
Yeah.
Reggie, he liable to kick that now.
It's going to be a 45-yard field goal. No pressure.
Oh, he going to have plenty of leg.
Yeah, he got plenty of leg.
Yeah, I told you now. We watched him 47 yards the game earlier.
They're going to chip out it. They're going to chip it. Going to chip it all the way down. That's Craig Blackmore out of Thomasville High.
Yeah, he kicks it. 17-6, 13:48. Insights High School Game of the Week. We'll be right back. All your offense from field goals. They're going to need some touchdowns, Reggie.
Yeah, they're going to need some touchdowns. They're not going to be able to chip away at it like that because the Florida team going to use some time on this. Maybe I didn't see a quarterback. Maybe that was number 17 all the time there.
No, it was not.
It was something. I'm looking for another yellow helmet over here because I know the Valdosta kid had a yellow helmet. Now I'm looking for another helmet. Yeah.
Quick as that.
No, he got out of there. Well, maybe they told him you need to start using his legs. Maybe it's the same guy. They just say you need to start using his legs. But
okay, Reggie.
He got it. I'm looking for a helmet on the side. I don't see another yellow helmet. And I don't see a number 12 either.
There's a Joshua Jones. I just don't know where he is.
Joshua Jones, but he's a receiver.
And he is. You're right.
Oh. That's
Whoa!
got a flag on the play.
Oh, there was a hit on that, boy. Everybody up here in the press box was yelling on that.
Yeah, Kevin Sawyer kind of licked him pretty good.
Yeah, he did.
Number 4 from
Kevin Sawyer from Florida High.
Yeah.
Well, he hit him. I think he popped his mouthpiece out.
Yeah. It was blocked below the waist.
Is that personal foul?
Illegal block. That's going to back him up. The illegal block there going to back him up.
Yeah, that's 15. That's 15.
Now, let's see. We have a new quarterback for Florida team.
Florida's played 3 quarterbacks already.
Well, you make this 4. No,
he turned the wrong way.
That's Granberry.
That's Granberry again.
Yeah.
That's your game's leading rusher right there.
Yeah. Oh, that same quarterback, Deshaun Francis, still there.
Okay.
Out of Jefferson Somerset.
They invented a school. Let me stop.
Jefferson Somerset. So, the old Jefferson High. That's what that is. Okay.
See,
that's the charter school. Somerset.
That's the charter school.
I got you.
That's the charter school. They didn't want to keep the name Jefferson County.
I got you. Jefferson Somerset.
Jefferson Somerset. That's where all those kids from Gaston County went.
Yeah. I think he took about 6 of them over there.
That's what I heard. Well, Gaston County has to feel like a feeder system or something.
Yeah, pretty much. Denzel Washington on that carry, he's out of Bluntstown. Did Bluntstown won the state, didn't they? They didn't win? Okay. They did not win.
Yeah, well, our sideline reporter, they just hung up on the name Denzel Washington.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, yes, sir.
He's got to carry again, though. He's got the first down as well.
Well, there was a Denzel Washington playing at Morris Brown one time, wasn't it? That was who? You know, for the big guys, when they make those substitutions, being a big guy, rather than come all the way over here to the sideline, I would just as soon stay in the game.
No, because you're going to be out there sloughing off. You're going to be out there sloughing off in the way.
Say in the way.
You're going to get somebody hurt.
Oh, boy. Okay, shortening those routes, passing routes down a little bit.
Going to get them 3 or 4 yards on that play, bring up second down. Second down and about 7 to go for the Florida team.
Almost second and 5 and a half. Got a little more out of it than originally thought. I'm still wondering about those Georgia fans. I mean, those Florida fans over there. They still not moving.
Well, they don't supposed to move. They understand. Sit still.
Uh-oh. Another flag.
Got a legal procedure on that play.
Got a couple compliments before the game from some of the high school coaches thanking us for what we did with Insights, and that meant a lot coming from them.
Yeah.
That meant a lot for him to hear that.
So what's the plan next year coming up for Insight?
We're going to keep working at trying to make sure that we dot some of our I's, cross some of our T's, keep working on our broadcast and our broadcast team. Try to do some things, grow some exponentially in terms of doing some things outside of just broadcasting the game.
Okay.
Trying to do some leadership academies, talk to them about interviewing, just try to do some things to enhance the experience so that they're better prepared when they go on to college with it.
Okay. Somebody bring up 3rd down and 10 for the Florida team. Pass was incomplete on that play. You think maybe Jan didn't even show up for the game? I haven't seen Jan is over there or not. Number 18 on the roster here.
He didn't start the game?
No, Jan didn't start the game. Pass broke it up.
He likes a tight window.
Yeah. That was intended for the tight end there. Pass incomplete. Okay, that's 3 and out. Now the Florida team going to have to punt it back to the Georgia team.
Now, they can get enough field goals. It would make a difference now.
Yeah, we'll start to chip at it, yeah.
Yeah, just the fact that they can move the ball and rest the defense a little bit.
Right.
Get moving a little bit on the sideline over here. I don't know if that's from energy or cold. I got to move some. Man, that's cold over here. Changing that football out. Ooh, when it gets cold, that ball is hard to catch. It's like rock. Okay, that's a positive running play.
Positive running gain, about 3 on the play there.
Yeah, that worked early for them in their first drive where they had their first field goal.
Right.
Then they got away from it, Reggie.
But remember, like I said before, it's the All-Star game. You got to air it out.
Okay.
Okay, quarterback run. No gain on the play.
Yeah, wasn't much there to go to.
Wasn't nothing mixed direction to get the linebackers to moving in a different direction.
And they got these 2 little kids over here at the 23-yard line. There's nowhere in the world I could have been down there with my grandson. He would have went across that field in a New York minute. I've been trying to catch him. Talking about, touchdown, Papa, touchdown.
Okay, number 14 on the catch here.
Blocked better that time.
Yeah, that's first down.
Yeah. Wide receiver did a much better job blocking that time.
Tyrone Sheila out of Colquitt County. First down for Georgia.
Okay. Moving a little bit, moving the ball a lot better.
Yeah.
Boy, they can't decide what they're going to do with 18. They're pushing them on and pushing them off. Hayes Cleveland from Miller.
I think Florida can control the run a little bit. The line is pretty strong.
What do you do to compensate for that when your offensive line is at a disadvantage like that in terms of being sides and them being stronger than them?
Well, in high school, I wonder if they really know they at a disadvantage or not. Because you can run the ball, then you come back and pass the ball. Typically in college, run, then pass the ball for long yardage. But they trying to block. Yeah, that's a pass back.
Sure. Moving that ball.
Run, then pass. run, pass.
We got a much better situation. Looks like probably about, a 3rd and 3?
Yeah, about a 3rd and 3 yards, yeah. That's right. And that's a good thing. You want to see both teams kind of move the ball and stuff like that. Yeah. So I think the truth, that's got to be a different player. I don't know.
Was that a quarterback?
Yeah, I wonder if it's a different player.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's Hunter Holt. He's a lot bigger at quarterback. The other one was number 7, Trevon Sims, little short guy, short receiver. Short quarterback.
Yeah.
Oh, they're going 4-on-4. So he might be able to run for this. Oh.
That's an
Throws
interception.
an interception.
Kevin Sawyer out of Florida High. Kevin Sawyer out of Florida High.
Playing both sides, offense and defense, playing two ways.
Yeah.
Insight's high school game of the week. We're going to take a break.
He could have ran for that first down.
He could have. I think a couple of linemen got a little frustrated on that. They thought they had an opportunity to keep moving the ball in.
Yeah.
I think everybody called him running, thought that he was going to go on and run that one.
Well, the Florida team should come on back. This play here should air it out down the field. Jet sweep. He's still on his feet now. They gained about 3 yards on that play.
That's a young man from Madison, boy. They don't go down easy. Because I actually thought he was tackled, and I looked up and saw it. He had kind of squeezed through there a little bit. You got about 4 yards on that, Reggie.
Yeah. Brings up 2nd and 6 for the Florida team.
I just love the size on some of these receivers. Oh.
He gained about 2 yards on that one, so 201, 1 yard. 3rd down and 5.
I'd like to know where this kid from Lincoln is going. I love his size at wide receiver.
Straight through the hands there.
And we'll punt again. 17-6 Florida with 6 minutes and 12 seconds to go. We'll come back for the punt. Punt receiver a little short there, isn't he? Dropped it. Uh-oh.
They got him. Well, they got him. They'll bobble the ball. He wasn't ready to get on the field, I don't think. He wasn't ready.
On the 28.
Yes. So Georgia don't get good field position now. They move back in the backfield.
Would you let this young man borrow your microphone, your headset right here? I had one of the young men who put together this event. He's famous in his own mind.
Hey, brother.
Mike is a star in his own right. Everywhere he goes, people walk behind him, clamor behind him, just trying to touch a hem of his garment.
You're killing me, Mickey.
He's a guy who's really worked very hard at putting together what is one heck of an event for the kids.
Yeah, Mickey, that's what it's all about. If we can help bless just one kid, that's where our heart's at. And, man, we've been blessed to be able to do this for 10 years.
What actually got you started doing this, Mike?
Well, Mickey, I officiated for 21 years and did a lot of, Georgia, Florida All-Star games and did the big ones and did the big one, North-South game. And, all that's fine and good. But, Mickey, those guys don't need no help.
Okay.
So we decided to do something for Division II, III NAIA players, and that's
Jet sweep going through that whole Georgia.
Yes,
Looked
sir.
like they wanted to score a touchdown there.
that's that boy that runs that 4-3 now.
Ooh.
Yes, sir. He can go, and he'll make somebody a good youngin too now. Good kid.
Good kid.
Yes, sir. He's one of those that he's got to have football to go get his education. Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, go on and finish telling us about how you bred this baby. I know you.
Well, prayed about it, and we started, and we talked to the coaches, and next thing you know, we did one game here, then we tried another game in Camden, then after that it's just history, brother. It's been 10 years. Yeah, so it's just amazing, what God can do.
Now, he's the one who could do it, no doubt about
yes,
that.
Yes, sir, because I'm not able to do all this, Mickey. You can tell that by meeting me.
Oh, no, see, you're the man. I know you could do it. Because tell him about the guy you had that played in your game that's playing in the NFL now.
Oh, man. He came from Florida, and he got hurt, and he was a receiver. And we gave him an opportunity because this was about if somebody gets hurt, put him in there, and he didn't play but a couple games. He went to
touchdown.
Yeah, flag on
it.
Flag. Jackson, where was it? Jacksonville State in Alabama.
Okay.
And then he went to the pros. It was a blessing. He's the only one we ever had because, he was hurt. Nobody knew who he was.
Coach, regardless of how many it is, you had somebody do it.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. And that's something that you can tell these kids.
Well, Mickey, we get excited. Just give them an education. That's because how many of them, make the pros from a small school. It's very small, and my heart is get these boys an education and change their lives, and that's what God puts on my heart. And I keep it simple. If I can help one youngin, and that's how we live by.
Well, one thing for sure, it has to start with one.
Yes,
you
sir.
Can't get to two till you get to one. So you taking it in the proper order and sequence to be able to make that happen.
Yep.
And I'm just really, really pleased that, our mutual friend, Todd Mobley, put us together and allowed us to be in a position to do this.
Oh, here we go. Trake Hill. Tyreek. Yeah.
Okay.
Ashley, thank you, brother. Yes, sir. He played in that game in Valdosta.
Okay.
Yeah. See
how that works.
I have the youngest. I don't even. Most of them don't even. Thank you, Ashley. Don't even know the kid's name. All I care is about all the kids.
Well, that's how your heart is. You have a real outgoing personality. You don't meet a stranger. It allows you to walk in doors that's not open to everybody else. And as a result of being able to walk in that door, you're able to get people to see what your vision is, and that's a gift in itself to be able to do that, Mike.
Well, and people don't realize that you gifted, and God blesses you, and He gives you these gifts where you go take them and multiply them. And I'm amazed that we've been doing it this long, and I'm amazed at what all we accomplished. But then again, Mickey, you break it down, just one kid, I can do one kid. Then it don't overwhelm me. When I look out here and I see, all the different colored helmets and from Georgia and Florida, and then after the game when we bring them together and we family then. So it ain't. And then I tell them, man, just let me know. Keep up with. Let me know what's going on in your life and how help. We can help you and bless you. That's all.
Well, understand when you're hearing Mike, he's simplifying it a lot, and it's not that easy to do, and it takes a lot of hard work and effort. And in the short time that I've known him, he stays on the go, and he's going from one end to the next to try to make sure that the event comes out well. And as we said earlier, it's like it requires his fingerprints on everything.
Yes, sir.
But he's committed to making the event as successful as he can possibly make it, and work with as many people as he can to provide these opportunities for the kids.
Well, Mickey, just how I was raised, if you're going to do something, just do it the best you can, and you want everything first class. And these parents deserve all that. And these kids deserve to come out and us build this platform that scouts come. You saw all the scouts down here, and that's what it's all about. And they can sit at home on huddle and watch these kids too. Yes, sir.
Well, we appreciate you allowing us to be a part of this, Mike, and we will look forward to a long relationship. And if there's anything that Insights can do,
yes, sir,
just let me know, and it's done.
Well, I think we're going to kick another field goal, Mickey.
Well, the kid who's kicking them can kick it. We were there when he kicked one 47 yards against Cairo.
Telling everybody that.
Oh, man, I was like, Jesus. He kicked that. I hadn't seen a kid turn out a whole stadium on a field goal. They were bananas. You know, so we said now he pretty much should have his scholarship lined up to go somewhere because the kickers like that don't come down the pike too often.
You know, and bless his heart, he just missed the shortest
Did he miss it?
Killing me. Killing me, Mick. We put the jinx on my boy. We got to tell him we're sorry. That was us.
It sure was. And I didn't even see it. I was so busy enthralled with what Mike was saying, I missed it. And I saw the look on his face. I said, what did I miss?
Yeah, that's not good, Mickey.
We put the jinx on it.
Well, it's like last week we had the game over in Valdosta, and I was talking about the quarterback. I was telling Valdosta State, this boy left and he can sling it. First pass, pick six the other way. Yeah. They looked at me. He can throw it.
Just need to throw it to the right person.
Yeah, I told Coach Bell that wasn't funny.
Oh, well, Coach, is there anything else you'd like to tell the viewing and listening audience about what you're doing or the program or the kids?
Well, we got another game coming up. It's February the 10th. It's over in Charlton County, and that's going to be all the Savannah, Brunswick schools, Camden, all that area plays the Jacksonville schools. And, again, it's all for the kids. And we do 3 of these, and it's South Georgia against North Florida. And you ain't got to say nothing to the kids. Anytime they got an opportunity to play in that game, they get all excited.
That's good. And where do you hold that one at?
It's at Charlton, Folkestone.
Okay. A little north of Jacksonville. Okay.
So it's easy for both of them to get there.
Do you play all your games traditionally in Georgia?
Well, we had one last year at Yulee, and but it just seems it works out that way. Some of the schools in Florida, they want to. It's just rules and regulations. Florida's a little bit tougher.
And that's exactly what we had said on the air, was that, it's a little bit different in Florida.
It is, and so Georgia, so we just stay where we can play.
Okay, I got you. I got you. Well, again, we really appreciate it. Mike stopping by. He's a busy man. I think he just came up here actually to get out the cold, and he tried to come up here and warm up and see if there was any pizza left. I
didn't know we had pizza.
Had pizza, might not be any over there now.
I took English. Mickey, that's past this. I mean, it's gone.
That means, see that guy over there named Johnny Cofield? If there's food around, Johnny going to get the food now. He going to get the food now.
I'm a brother right there.
Yeah, he going to eat it for Ira. That's why Ira's so slim, because Johnny eat up all the food.
Is that what it is?
That's what it is. Johnny eat the food. I told him I was going to get him when I got back on the air, see. I tried to warn him. He didn't know how to stop when he was ahead.
Well, Mickey,
I appreciate you, brother.
Yes, sir.
Hey, that's Insights High School Game of the Week. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back. Thanks, Mike.
Did I mess it up?
Come help me get it. My mixer falls off the board. The Bethune-Cookman Wildcat, all he's concerned about is holding on to his empty cup of hot chocolate. He let my $500 board hit the ground. He worried about his 25-cent hot chocolate.
The only thing he said, get it. Help me. That's what he said.
You know I'm in bad shape. I ask a Wildcat to help me.
We always come through. We always come through.
Hey.
Save the day.
Save the day. And our field goal kicker missed one.
Yeah, and we thought Georgia was going to be able to go in and score. They get the ball back, and just as soon as they get the ball back, they got a sack on it. Loss of about 8 or 9 on the play.
And this quarter's moving on out the way now. 17-6, 129 and counting.
Yeah. It's a pretty good crowd for this this cold night up in Georgia.
You right there. It is a good crowd.
I'm surprised.
It is a good crowd.
Yeah.
I thought he had learned to go on and run out of it.
Right.
But see, that's the key. You got 70, 80 guys on one team, 70, 80 guys on the other team. You get 2, 3 people to come with them. You got a crowd then.
Yeah, you got a crowd. Yeah, you're right. I want to go see my grandson.
That's right. And
Yeah.
you know, Big Mama want to come to the game then.
Yeah,
She
we
coming
going
to the game.
We're going to the game.
(17-6). We got third down, and that's 18.
Yeah, about 18 to go. A delayed blitz on that. That linebacker came on that blitz. He didn't have anywhere to go when he stepped up.
Yeah, looks like all those receivers running deep routes.
Yeah, Georgia going the wrong way. That brings up 4th down and about.
This is how they played the first quarter.
Yeah,
This is how they played the first quarter.
right.
17-6. That clock is ticking.
Yeah.
23 seconds left in the quarter.
Yeah, get it off.
These punts have been a little shady. He has that backspin on his balls. They always come back to him. Like he's practicing to drop it inside the 10.
Yeah, that's how you play pool. You play pool.
Oh.
It's going to bring up 1st and 10 for the Florida team, All-Stars.
17-6 there. Georgia got 10 out there, 11 out there.
Florida going to an eye backfield now.
That is the third quarter. Florida 17, Georgia All-Stars 6. Insights High School Game of the Week. We're taking a break and we'll come back for the final stanza. And we're back. They're requesting the stands. Real nice gesture for everybody to give the student athletes a round of applause. Really, really good conversation there with Mike Gammons. One with Rob at half. The two men who really put it together, one on the Florida side, one on the Georgia side. I thought that Mike diplomatically chose his words about why they play in Georgia.
Okay, yeah.
And we said that even before we asked him the question in the interview.
Right.
You know, Florida is a little different.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to go sometimes to the path of least resistance.
Yeah, you don't want to put too many obstacles in the way, especially when you know you're trying to put something on. Depending on sponsors to come in and sponsor, then you have all the other red tape stuff you have to go through. You don't want to keep jumping through those hoops, and so you go the simple route.
And we, of all people, understand that with Insights and the schools that we have relationships that have really opened the door for us to be able to come in and broadcast, and some that aren't interested.
Yeah.
But he turned that corner.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah. Woo! That's Nehemiah Mitchell out of John Paul. That's right. Yeah, Nehemiah Mitchell out of John Paul, the second.
Plays linebacker and running back.
Yeah. Well, he
runs
low
to the ground. Runs a lot like the kid from Madison.
Right.
I think he surprised himself the way he was able to turn that corner. Then he turned another one. Turned one at the line level, then another at the linebacker level. Better wrap him up.
Yeah, Granberry on the carry, loss on the play. Well, they have number 8, Flondo Lewis, playing the fullback spot. He's out of Gaston County kid.
Another Gaston County kid.
Yeah, he's number 8 right there playing that fullback spot. He's supposed to be leading that hole with a strong block. I don't know what happened then.
Is he a kid that has seen some interest from schools, Coach?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I have no idea. And like the coach said, it was, this is, Division III, Division II schools, and then, some NIA schools that's interested in some of these players here. Because their recruiting time is quite different, as you know, being from FAMU.
Yeah, because some of the NAIA rules aren't rules.
Yeah, it's open game there.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Nice. That's
So
first
he
down.
fell down.
Yeah. First down, good play on that.
Now, one of the differences between Thomasville High and Thomasville County, Thomasville High playing on artificial turf.
Yeah. Yeah.
They just put $30,000 down in artificial turf and just utilize it for the first time this season.
And, over at Gene Cox, they need to consider doing that over there as well.
High usage rate over there.
Yeah, they need to do that.
Yeah, they're running 3 games a week sometimes on that field, and they're wearing it out.
They're wearing it out, and they really need to consider that because I know Garvey did want to play one of their games there because Seville just played on it. It was bad the week before they played on it, so they really didn't want to play on it again. So they really need to invest in that field if they're going to use it like that.
That was Garvey that didn't want to play on it?
The Garvey didn't want to play on it.
In fact, they didn't play on it. They played Jacksonville Mandarin over at Childs.
Childs, right. That's right.
In fact, we broadcast that game from Childs.
Yeah. They're trying to start mixing up with counter plays and stuff like that.
And we still the best Insights football game that we had. Period.
Mm-hmm.
Undefeated Thomasville High School and undefeated Brooks County. The War on 84 was a monster.
Yeah.
It's approaching 4,000 hits on YouTube for us now. People have gone, it's the #1 game that we have broadcast ever. In fact, we've shown it on television 2 different times on WCTV2. Whoa, he stepped. Wow.
Touchdown.
Wow.
That's all him then. That's all
Madison County.
Stanton. That's all Stanton there. Derek Staten on the carry.
Man.
Yeah, that's almost a 20-yard gain then for a touchdown. So, yeah, that was all him because he went to the left, went to the right, and went all around the outside to get that touchdown.
Individual effort. You can't beat speed kills.
Yes, sir.
That was a wild run.
Yeah.
That was a wild run. In basketball, we had a heck of a game last night with the Lincoln High girls and the Florida High. Their rematch. It was a heck of a game. In fact, Florida High jumped out the first quarter. It was like 24-5. And they came back and lost by 4.
Yeah.
Then earlier this week, we were here in Thomasville when Pelham County played Thomasville. And Thomasville was up going in the last minute of the game. In the last 30 seconds, Pelham High hit 2 3-pointers off the glass.
Off the glass?
Off the glass. Off the glass, 1 by 1.
Oh, man.
Off the glass. They shot one off the tee on the Thomasville floor. Got knocked down. Then came back to close out the game and threw one up from 5 feet behind the 3-point line. It went off the glass and went in. We hadn't seen an ending like that in a long time. And Thomasville had beat Pelham earlier by 12, about 3 weeks earlier.
Yeah. Well, Florida scored another score, so that's going to put it out a little further for.
No, you started to say out of reach.
No, I'm not going to say that yet. We got 12 minutes to go in this game here, so I'm not going to, Georgia just need to open up their offense a little bit.
Don't you think if they could have opened their offense up, they would have did it by now?
No, sometimes you go ahead and it's just interesting that they're not trying to kick this ball down the field.
What is really going on with that? Is that kid hurt?
Yeah, he's down. Well, they went in to hit him. I guess that's the.
He's up now.
That's the strategy.
Inside High School Game of the Week. We'll take a break. And we are back. Coach is down here. He's going to check on it.
Yeah, he's going to check on him. Coaching staff for the Florida team, head coach Joey Stripling out of Gaston County. Your defensive coordinator Stan Neely out of Gaston County. And then you have the offensive line coach Bobby Hutchison. That's out of Madison County. Wide receivers coach Chavez Downing, Gaston County. Running back coach France Green, St. John Paul II. Defensive line Tony Yeomans out of Franklin County. Linebackers coach Joey Birdsong out of Gabi. Defensive back coach Jeff Sham out of Gabi. Offensive line coach Kobe Roberts out of Osceola Christian Academy. And offensive line coach Ben James out of Gabi High School. That's the Florida coaches lineup.
Well, if you go by number of coaches, Georgia had 13-10 for Florida. Didn't mean anything on that scoreboard, though, did it?
Unsportsmanlike conduct on the sideline on the Florida team. It's going to back them up with some more.
So how many penalties did they mark off then, Reggie? Wasn't that 2 penalties?
That's 2 penalties. Well, that other one, the coaches still want to challenge the referee. They got the officials out there can always be challenged now.
Yeah, you used to do that a little bit when you were a basketball coach, didn't you?
No. I never complain about
Reggie,
it.
we're gonna mute your mic.
No. I'd never do that. I would never talk to an official. I would never talk to an official. And most of them would tell you that. Next time you're out there doing the basketball game, you ask how was Cunningham, and I never say anything to an official because that official didn't do one thing to hurt that game, unless it's close.
Me either. Wink, wink, wink. I was so bad when they walked in and said, "Oh Jesus, we got Coach Clayton again." God, Tom, he ain't even coaching. He in the stands fussing about his daughter. Good grief. We glad when they graduate.
Now the quarterback shows a different sign when in the red zone, huh?
Mm-hmm. We always thought when he made his mind up to run, he could do a little bit. We thought that was his best weapon.
Well, All-Star game, okay, if that's your best weapon during the season, let's see what you can pass. If you can pass the ball during the All-Star time.
Okay, that's why they down 24-6.
Yeah. He's trying to do something on his own, something he's not accustomed to doing.
Mm-hmm.
Up his stock, basically, what he was trying to do initially.
Can they score that? Can they score their first touchdown? Oh, that was 3rd down. 4th down now. He didn't gain anything. Might have lost a yard.
Yeah, 4th down in inches. One thing about it, they get those inches, they can get a chance for 4 downs down in the red zone, down deep, close to the goal line.
Looks like they called a timeout.
Yeah, Georgia team going to call the timeout. They want to talk about it.
Yeah, they got it. Insights High School Game of the Week. We will be back. What you calling now, Reggie? What you gonna call?
It's going to have. It can't be up the middle. Can't be up the middle because they hadn't been able to get anything up the middle. But it may go in the shot, put him in the shotgun, and then let him read that defensive end. Keep it or run it. Going to give it to the fullback or halfback coming through. Read the defensive end. If defensive end comes down, you keep it and go around the side.
So they're going with the read option, huh?
Read option, that's right.
You going to open it up?
Read option.
Put your receivers out wide and spread the field out a little bit?
Receiver coming across just in case he can't get there. Receiver coming, just throw it.
Okay, offensive coordinator.
Yeah, just throw it. Let's see what they come up with.
That sounds like one of the Cookman offenses.
Well, we had Wyatt.
Hey, that thing actually working pretty good when y'all had Wyatt. Now, I won't even bother that when Coach Wyatt was over there, boy.
Yeah, the Wyatt. There's your shotgun now.
There, you called it. Now.
Let's see if you take the read. Now they go back up and they moved it up. Nah, first down. Fumble the ball. He fumbled. He tried to. He must be. I think he tried to reach it out.
Wow. Fumble by Georgia. Ball goes over to Florida. Florida ball. Insights. We'll be back.
I was hoping Georgia scored then.
Make it a better game.
Make it a better game, yeah.
Ball on the 3 now. Get out to about the 7, 6. 2nd and 7, 2nd and 6.
Yeah. Short gain on the play. As Denzel Washington leaving the game, he gained about 2 yards on the play from Bluntstown. Granberry in. You got Philando Lewis, number 8, in front of him, his fullback spot. Going for it all. Flag on the play. Second down and 8 to go with a flag on the play, so maybe a first down.
I heard you call the flag. I was trying to find out where it was. I
down.
couldn't see it.
There's a pass interference. He pulled him. He was pulled in first down.
Florida's taking advantage of this. Oh, there they go. No flag.
There's the flag.
They were gonna let it go, but you had that
Last
get
punch,
that
that
last
last
lick.
Yeah. Last lick was gonna catch him.
Yeah. They'll call offset penalties.
Yes. Yeah, offset. All-star game, so they had to let some of that go. Nobody was hurt.
Is that the same thing you do when you have an all-star basketball game? You let it go a little bit?
Let it go a little bit. No, not really. Not really in basketball. You try to keep players from getting hurt and stuff like that. A little bit more you can see in basketball. Second down and 10 to go for the Florida team.
They are taking their time putting their plays in.
Yeah.
Too high.
Yeah.
Came out of his handbag. Reggie, once he released it, you knew it was too high.
Right.
Now, you probably could have been at wide receiver and at least touched it going over your head. You had a pretty good vertical back in the day.
Yeah, but that's football out there. I'm not going to do. We're not going to do no jumping. You leave too much exposed. You leave too much exposed.
Say you ain't going to do any jumping out there.
No, I tried the thing in baseball. Never forget, Michael Mayer hit me in the middle of my back. That was it with baseball.
In the back? What you did, turn your back to the
turned
pitch?
my back. I thought it was one way. It was didn't it come across the plate.
So that was it.
That was it. He's floating it. He's floating it. He's not throwing it. It look like the Florida kids have some speed where they can get out there. Now, it's bringing up 4th down and 10. They're going to punt the ball back to Georgia.
The Florida kids look like they've lost interest now.
Yeah, it seems like the cold. They're probably getting cold out there.
Yeah, they're playing like they've lost interest now.
Yeah.
I think they feel like they established what they wanted.
Yeah.
And I don't think they feel threatened right now.
Right.
It's a better punt.
Better punt. Better punt.
Now, you know the Florida Daredevils were trying to pick those up and return them.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's Insight's High School Game of the Week. We'll be right back. You think this weather's kind of taking a little bit out of them, Reggie?
You are taking a little thump out of them. They've been out in it long enough now.
Okay.
You know, they've been out in it long enough, so. And we really didn't have any cold football games in Florida this year.
You're right. Oh. They closed out on them. And it's 37 degrees outside.
Yeah.
Up in the press box, every time they open the door to go outside, everybody gets mad. Why you open that door, man? Late with some substitutions on the Georgia side.
Need Georgia get a touchdown there.
Oh, do you see that stunt they just ran? He came wide open through there. Wow. That 81? No, that can't.
That's third down and about 7 to go. Third down and about 7 to go for the Georgia team.
Man.
Clock is ticking.
Johnny didn't ran that stunt that time, didn't he? See, when you try to be nice to Johnny Cofield, it doesn't work. See, you just had to, you can't be nice to everybody. You just can't.
Oh, they saying incomplete. We thought it was a nice catch. It looked nice. He laid out.
He laid out for it now.
He laid out. They say he was out of bounds.
Yeah, they're giving them grief on the Georgia side, in front of the Georgia side about that one. They had been showing the instant replay on the screen there. They didn't show it this time. No wonder it's fourth down now. Fourth down and 8. 4 down territory. 7 minutes and 18 seconds to go.
7 minutes 18. They're going to have to go for it.
Have to go for it. All-star game. We've seen enough of the punter.
That's right. That's right. Oh, he could go. Oh, man.
Missed him.
He could have ran for that first down if
He sure could.
Yeah, it was about moving the yardsticks.
He knew when he threw it, he missed him. By the time I looked back at him, he'd already taken his helmet off. Was on the sideline. He was wide open on that. Florida with good field position.
Got a new quarterback?
Is it number 10?
Brian Woodard out of John Paul.
John Paul. He played a little bit in the second quarter.
Yeah.
Denzel. You guess his mother had a thing for Denzel Washington?
Had to. That's
Daddy told me, you gonna name my son what?
Denzel. And my name Willie. Oh, quarterback keeper. That's the read option.
Oh. Now they got energy.
Yeah.
Now they got energy. Now they headhunting.
Yeah, they headhunting now.
Headhunting now. Want to get that one hit.
One hit wonders.
That clock ticking. 6:05, 6:04, 24-6. Florida over Georgia. Okay, we got a slow substitution again.
Yeah, slow substitution.
Ball at the 41. Boy, another dribbling snap to nobody.
There's over the head of the receiver. Safety was standing there. They're going to punt it, though.
When your hands are cold, having been in that cold and out of Ohio in the snow, hard to grip the ball.
Yeah.
And so it has a tendency to come out of your hand a little higher. That's why you see a lot of misses high.
Yeah.
Just can't. You almost can't feel it. Then you get a strong arm quarterback and they throw that thing so hard you don't want to put your hands out there to catch it. I said, let me do indoor sport.
I know that's right. They can run this one. They can run it.
They made the first two miss.
3.
Uh-oh.
They came back and got it.
That was all individual effort.
Yeah.
Insight's High School Game of the Week. We'll be back. And we're back. Chili's have been going nonstop. They figured out the best thing to do was to keep moving.
Keep it moving. Keep it moving.
A lot of the people have stayed.
Yeah. Grandma's not going to leave now.
No, Big Mama not leaving.
She don't care. She's not leaving.
So you still would like to see Cox with an artificial turf, huh?
Oh yeah, they need to make those plans now. Too much field usage for that, for what they're doing. The whole municipal stadium concept. You got to do artificial turf. You're in the capital city. Come on. You're in the capital city.
Albany, Georgia, in their municipal stadium is used by the high school fields. Put artificial turf in.
So you already know. You just want to make the call. Make the call, Mickey.
Make the call.
Make the call. Make the call.
On Monday, I'm gonna call.
Call. Get it going.
And Reggie Cunningham said.
That's right. That's right.
One of the things I learned doing Insight's High School Game of the Week confirmed almost my worst fears in terms of facilities. Georgia schools' facilities are a lot better than Florida's.
Yeah.
And it's not close.
Right.
Their pay for their coaches is way ahead of ours.
Well, a lot of buy-in by sponsorships and stuff like that, and they really support the football programs here, and that's what we have to kind of train our community in doing.
Well, I don't know that it's so much. Some of it is sponsorship, but a lot of it is Georgia TV money and some other things that they do that the state of Georgia allows them to do. But the fact is, we had a discussion with Coach Farmer yesterday, and the fact that, girls basketball being so much further along than what it was in Florida, because they stopped playing basketball in Florida for girls for almost 10 years.
Yeah.
Georgia never stopped, and Florida hasn't recovered from that yet. They have many, many, many football coaches over $100,000 in base salary.
Yeah.
Many. And not counting television shows and car and different things, and the money's available to, for coaching in Georgia. Just I won't say you get what you pay for, but you put a lot of money into it so you can have a certain level of expectations.
Right.
And when they build new schools like they did here in Thomasville, they took the old gym and the locker room and they redid it, made it the football facility, and took part of it and renovated, made it a indoor track, workout room for them. You got a Moultrie is up the road. Now their boosters put together an indoor football facility. I mean, just the facilities that they have in Georgia.
Right.
If you go by Lowndes County, it looks like a community college.
Yeah.
You know, their season tickets are sold out by July 1st. They're sold out July 1st. There's some colleges don't even have their schedules July 1st. You know.
Yeah.
But you come through and you see what they have, it's like, wow. And you used to hear it a lot, but until you actually visited and saw it, right, exactly, when you see it, then you just kind of shake your head and awe with the facilities that are available.
Yeah, the first down on that play.
We got 4:23 scored, 24-6 still.
Yeah, DeAndre Baldwin on the reception. That gives the Georgia team another first down.
And Florida's content to let them nickel and dime it right now.
Yeah.
They're not really concerned now. They're not really pushing the ball down the field anymore. As I say that, they might throw one.
Yeah. They're going to go deep this time.
Did you see the referee kick the grass? Like, man, why'd you call that foul? Why'd you throw it, man?
No, I didn't see that. I didn't see that. I want to see that one. I didn't see it.
Yeah, man, it's time to go.
It's cold.
We get out here. They didn't give us any hot chocolate or anything. It's cold out here.
You're supposed to take that shot.
Yeah,
Come on, you got to run, receiver. No, he can't. He's throwing a shot, but he can't get away from that cornerback.
And he's going back down. All the cornerbacks from Florida are talking to the wide receiver in the sideline of Georgia. All of them. If the Florida kids can't do anything else, they can talk smack. 3:32 left, 24-6. Florida over Georgia. And again, most of the crowd, most of the people that were here are still here, with the exception maybe of the Thomasville High Band.
Yeah, they called it. They had to call it quits.
Had to call it a day.
Gonna bring up 3rd down and 5 to go.
Four down territory again.
Oh yeah.
4 down territory again. We hope that this has been an enjoyable experience for the young men who played in this game.
Yeah.
To get one more chance to lace it up and play on the field again. Hopefully not being their last chance, but they got one more chance to lace it up and play again.
And I think they get an opportunity to keep the jerseys and all that, and fumble on the play. Scoop up. Big man.
Big man. Big man. Big man.
Yeah.
Oh.
Richard Summers out of Garvey. Richard Summers out of Garvey.
He did Corey full of pride. Oh. That was all right. We needed that.
Yeah, we needed that last.
Oh, that made it worthwhile right there.
Oh, yeah. Bumbling and stumbling.
The whole scores table called out. You got to pick it up and run. Oh.
Good hands.
Good hand.
Good hands. He's supposed to fall on it. He's supposed to fall on it.
What did we just say about having a pleasant memory in one more game? By the time he tells that story next year, he went 85 yards.
It's amazing what he's going to say Monday.
Oh, yeah.
When they get back to school.
Get back to school. Oh, yeah. It's going to get longer and longer.
Yeah,
I stiff-armed him, and I hurdled that last one.
Oh, man, they couldn't catch me. I ran 60 yards on that one.
Oh, boy.
Come on, you ran 15 yards.
Right. That was all right there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's 31-6.
Yeah.
And I don't think we can get a more fun touchdown than that one. I think everybody in the stands enjoyed that as much as him.
That was exciting. He did like he could move a little bit too.
He did then.
Yeah, he did then.
Lineman saw 6.
Yep.
He took off there. Oh boy, he'll be texting Coach Fuller.
Fuller may be over there. Yeah.
Oh boy, that was all right. Little levity. And what was that? Did Miami have for the turnovers with the chain? Boy, if that doesn't scream Coach Fuller to me. They'll put a chain up with a big G on it. The G chain. Oh. Well, they'll be calling Florida High School Athletic Association on Godby. Is this legal? It's just a piece of cardboard. Are you sure? Is it a legal inducement? Okay, you got one ref trying to kick it, and the other one.
Well, they need to get the ball. They didn't have the ball.
That would be a reason they couldn't.
Yeah,
kick.
they couldn't kick it without the ball.
Well, as bad as they were kicking, it won't make a whole lot of difference.
Yeah, hopefully kick it down the field this time. Let's see what he's going to do. I can't understand the onside kicks.
He got the wrong size shoe.
Yeah, I don't know. I doubt if they'll put him out there just to keep doing that. He's pointing it over there.
Oh, they're always back at the 20 now.
That's something.
And he.
No. They get the ball back.
They got it back. Again. Okay, Reggie. That we've seen this pretty much the whole game. Is this intentional what they're doing? Explain to me.
It's intentional. It's intentional. We got the speed to number 4 over there to run and catch the ball if he just can flip it up right. Actually, it's a good strategy.
You're up 31-6 with 3 minutes to go.
You need to tell Coach Simmons over FAMU to try that on Cookman or something like that. I just had to throw that out there.
Well, first we gotta make sure we can score.
Yeah. Thank you. Hopefully, I think they're gonna do a pretty good job.
Okay. But understand that we're gonna return back to normal now.
I'm with you up until one game.
Yeah, well, I understand that.
And I'll travel with you up until one game.
Yes.
Okay.
And we're the same with you.
Okay. All right.
We're the same with you.
Well, we have that understanding. That's one thing I missed about when we were playing basketball, because we do those road trips together.
Mm-hmm.
When we do them swings, so we used to kind of hang out a little bit, slip out a little bit.
And see, quiet as it's kept when even home games, when people would play us, Coach Wyatt and I would talk every Sunday. Mm-hmm. And we would trade in scouting reports on who he played and who I played.
Right.
And we would give detailed reports. We talked every Sunday trying to help each other. Because that's just a relationship we had.
Right.
Actually, a relationship between Fort A&M and Bethune-Cookman University over the years has been an outstanding one, all the way back to Mary McLeod Bethune.
Yeah.
No.
You was back there then?
I was here then. Me and Albert Bethune was explaining a lot of it to me.
Yeah. Okay. Albert Bethune lives in Quincy.
Yeah. Lynn Thompson gave me contact information. We have a story. We have a lengthy interview with him on our Insights website about him and things that he said all the way back to Florida Classic and things that Mary McLeod Bethune did to help the United States government give money to FAMU, that she couldn't get at Bethune.
Yeah.
You know, and when Bethune was up for accreditation, how the president of Florida A&M University sent the staff up there. Some of them stayed as long as 2 years to help Bethune get accredited.
Right.
I mean, just how, and he said it just bothers him that today that the relationship between some people not knowing the history, it, you know, is as far south as it is.
Right.
129 left in this, 31-6. Ooh, he pancaked him. He still hadn't got up.
Yeah, new quarterback. Woo. New quarterback for number 81.
Man, that was
Taylor County.
that was Keegan Bryson, the tight end from Childs. They pancaked him. It took him a while to get up.
Oh.
Insights High School Game of the Week. We'll take a break and be back for this last 1 minute, 17 seconds with 31-6 score. And we're back. I've enjoyed doing the broadcast with you, Bethune-Cookman Wildcat.
I enjoyed doing the broadcast with you also, Rattler.
Tell the truth.
Florida A&M University.
Tell the truth. Tell the truth.
I enjoyed it. Football in the month of January.
Football, high school football in the month. Wow. He threw that with all he had. Oh, we got the push-ups over there.
Yeah. Got to show the scouts something.
Got to show him something. You didn't catch the ball.
Yeah. Got to show him something.
Got to show him something. I'm in shape.
I'm in shape.
Oh, Lord, I hope this doesn't go like the last 2 minutes of the first half. We changed possession like 7 times.
It's got to be the run after catch. Like this. Okay.
He's not going far.
Yes, he is. Woo. Clock's still running, though. Clock's still running.
Yeah, you're right. 57, 56, 55, 31-6. 31-6. There ain't no hurry. Somebody called timeout. And it's so funny because everybody everybody in the room was there. Who called timeout? Who called timeout? Oh, they got a penalty against Georgia.
Yeah. It's going to get a little chippy if they just need to let the clock. It's going to get a little chippy.
Reggie was one more play to call. He could have picked that up and put it in his pocket. We'd be doing the wrap-up show right this minute.
Well, it's third down and about 20, 25 yards to go and the clock is steady ticking. There's a quick screen, 14 catch it. He wants to run all the way. He's got room. He can go.
He popped out of there. He popped out of there.
He's out of bounds. Stop the clock. Okay.
There's your run after catch.
Yeah, run after catch. That's all I like to see. Short passes. Sheely from Colquitt County on that reception. Run after catch is always important in football.
In football. Yeah. Now some of the fans are leaving.
Yeah.
They hung in here. They fought a good fight now.
Yeah. They got the blankets.
Now he takes the snap under center. Now that might have been the best pass of the night for Georgia. Wow. Running left and threw it right. .2 seconds left. Might be a lot of people leaving after this game. We might have gridlock in Thomasville.
Yes.
2 places you're going to be at Maryland Fried Chicken and Churches. If you go to Maryland, get the green beans. Boy, them doggone green beans pretty good over there. I ate some coming in. I might get some going out.
You can tell a fella that's used to eating.
There you go. You can look at me and tell that.
Yeah, I see.
They tried to let the clock run. Well, that was a couple seconds left when that was deflected. They were trying to get to that 0-0. 1.3 seconds, 31 to 6.
Last play of the game.
Last play of the game.
Last play of the game. Well, Mick, it's been real. I enjoyed this January game.
This January game.
Football game.
Yeah. And I guess you just do football because when we try to get you to do basketball, your calendar always full.
Well, I had those meetings I had to go to, and it was just a bad time. I love to do basketball. Okay.
So was the last play of the game. The buzzer went off. He just threw it out of bounds.
After the receiver just go down the field, they ran down there for nothing.
He just threw it out of bounds. I don't think I've seen that often.
Yeah. But like the sponsor said, it's all about the fun of the kids, enjoying it for the kids that play their last, seniors that play their last game as an all-star, and that's the good thing about this particular Florida-Georgia War of the Border.
War of the Border series. We appreciate being allowed to televise this game and bring it to you, broadcast it. We hope that you enjoyed it and got a chance to see some of your heroes, relatives, classmates, friends play. And for those who ended their high school season, we want to say thank you for all the memories that you brought to us. You've entertained us. We've cried with you, laughed with you, cheered with you. You know, and we want you to know that we appreciate you, and your achievements, accolades, heartbreaks, and achievements have not been forgotten, nor will they be. And this is the coach, Mickey Clayton, and the Insight staff, along with my famous co-host, Reginald R. W.P. Cunningham. We'd like to sign off and say thank you.
Good night.